By now, uh, first, hello, my name is Lee Cummings. I'm the author of the Negro Question book series. Uh, I want to comment on the Julio Fulio case. They brought the four assailants or assassins uh, to court, and and all four were found guilty. And the death penalty was on the table. So before they got caught, this one right here, Sean Gathright, was caught at a party, drinking champagne, partying, having a good time, smiling for the cameras. After he gets caught, he started making little comments like this, like he was remorseful. He's a man. He's in his 20s, but he's a man now. It don't make you a man because you turn 20, 23, 25. The Lord got an age for that. That's 30 years of age. It's when you come into your manhood. But anyway, make a long story short, they 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 ambushed Julio Fulio. So it was premeditated murder. I want to read you something before I show you the video. I want to show you the man of God concerning the brothers or the sisters that set traps for other men, women, and children to take their lives. I'm going to read this Exodus, the 21st chapter, the 14th verse. It says, "But if a man come presumptuously," that means he hides, sneaking around, drive-by shooting, "upon his neighbor to slay him with guile, thou shalt take her from my altar that he may die." The Lord said, man, take this cat away from my altar. He done sat back. He done laid in wait. He been hiding around the corner, drive-by shooting, poisoned by drink, whatever. If you plot your neighbor's death or your enemy's death, the Lord said, when he come to grab hold of the altar, take him away. Don't have no sympathy for this dude. I want to show y'all the murderer, how he's a great actor. He in court now. He been found guilty of murder. Now he's crying. Look at him. I'll play it again just so you can see it. He's a great actor. He committed murder. And guess what he thinks? See, some of you women, if you women out there, you hear me, I want you to understand. This is what these children do. You bring a man in your life, the man is trying to help you to save your children. The man is helping to raise your child. He's teaching them structure and discipline. And what do? Every time the little Johnny shed a tear, you run to the rescue. And what you're doing is you set little Johnny up, little pretty Ricky Jr., to be like Sean Gathright. Sean Gathright had a man, his stepfather, that was in the military. He was teaching that boy discipline. So what did he do? He ran out to his grandmama and his aunties and his mama. And they did what? It's going to be all right, baby. Every time he shed a tear, whatever he did, they forgave him for it. So guess what? He tried that in the courtroom with these white folks. And when he shed them tears, guess what? The sentence didn't change. It was life in prison. See, this is what a good man will save your son from. He'll save your son from the penitentiary, and he'll save your son from getting shot down in the street like a dog. That's if you got enough sense to let a man raise your son, help you raise your child. The women failed him and his family. Grandmother, the mothers, and the sisters. He needed a man or some men around here to tell him, hey man, stop what you doing, man. You throwing rocks at the penitentiary. What we call it in Chicago is when you start doing stuff, creepy stuff. You selling drugs, you pulling stick ups, you doing drive-bys, you doing home invasions. We call that throwing rocks at the penitentiary. So this cat cried. He thought because he cried them white folks was gonna change their mind. This ain't your mama. This ain't Big Mama. This ain't your aunties and your sisters. You shed tears with these white folks, they don't care. They don't like you anyway. Let me show you something else. After he got through shedding tears, and then all of a sudden he has a GoFundMe account. I hear that Anaki Shimo, Asha Etihi, Kono, we say Mayut, Alithium Kasip. I hear that he raised $100,000. Now I'm gonna show you something about this cat. Now this is a cat that's crying. He's shedding tears. Everybody feels sorry for this dude. We'll play this one more again. Everybody feels sorry for this man. But ain't nobody talking about the man on the left whose life he took. There we go again. I just want you to see his face, the face of a great actor. But ain't nobody talking about Giulio Fulio, the man's life who he took. Now I'm going to show you another video so you can get a real good idea who you're dealing with. I want you to understand, this cat ain't doing nothing but acting for the cameras. But his only problem is, it ain't his mom and his father and his grandma. It's the establishment. It is the system. A system that is trying to lock up your son. And if you and you women are so tenderhearted for your sons that they get away with murder in the house, but when they go outside the house, the streets and the system is going to deal with your child. I want you to watch this video. Now this the same cat that's doing all the crime. Oh, there you go. Right, oh, just ran past you with a mask on. Oh, there he is, creeping. Hey, it's the super creep, hiding behind a transformer in a mask. It got a thump in his hand. Look at him. Oh, you can't even see the dude. This Pretty Ricky. We're gonna show you about him. They setting the trap. There you go. Look at that. This the cat that's doing all the crime now. There he is. Look at him. Got the brother in the crossfire. They set a trap for him. Just like Yahweh said, the Lord said, whosoever lay in wait to kill his neighbor, said, man, get this cat away from my arm. Look at him. Look at the guys. This is how they moving. Got mask on the whole nine. Listen, but you supposed to feel sorry for this dude. You you supposed to feel sorry for this dude. Let me show you something else about this. Now, he he's standing in court now. He's shedding tears. He wants some sympathy. I ain't got nothing to get a cat, man. I'll tell you why. He killed a man. He put a mask on. They sat back and they plotted it. They ran their little plan. They put him in a crossfire. Somebody studied how to kill this man. They shot him dead. Then dude, Mr. Sean Gathright goes to a party. He tossing it up. Got females everywhere. He doing it. He's smiling. Okay, he live streaming. Now you're in court crying. This is how I feel about it. This is really how I feel about Sean Gathright. And that's how I feel about dude. Pretty Ricky is what they call him. That's all he is. And you know something else? He's a wolf in sheep clothing. And he got one thing on his mind right now. He's going to deceive you all. He's going to shed tears. But one thing about a murderer, if you ever let a murderer out of jail, we know about this in the ghetto. Because when the murderer come home, guess what he do? He commit another murder. When the liar, the thief come home, they continue to do what they do. When the rapist come home, he continues to rape. When the pedophile is released, he becomes the plague or the scourge of our community because he's a pedophile. When you let a murderer go free, that same murderer gonna murder again. So that's how I feel about Pretty Ricky. I think that they did the right thing, and what they need to do is they need to make sure he don't never get out of jail because he's entitled and he's an abomination. I know he looks good because the way the sun shines on his face. Pretty Ricky, what they call him, but Pretty Ricky is a murderer. And I tell you something else about him. He's a lame. You know what he did with the car? He parked it in front of his grandmama's house. This boy has no respect for his family. And he took his drama from the streets to his family's house. My name is Lee Cummings. I'm the author of the Negro Question book series. I want to thank you for your time and be looking for my videos.